One of the things that's really impressed me about the response of Bury in the last year as we've been living through the pandemic is the response of volunteers. So people have come together and they've volunteered, perhaps in an existing voluntary group in one of our community hubs, or on a really informal basis in your own neighbourhood or your own street. And that work of volunteers has really been essential in how Bury has got through the last year. So on behalf of the whole borough, a huge thank you for everything that you've done and are continuing to do. Thank you.
The hubs were set up to kind of help our residents, especially our clinically extremely vulnerable residents, in any way that we could really. We've had over 800 volunteers at the peak of it. Some of them who've come forward as individuals just wanting to help. Some have come through community groups and come as a group of people. Our volunteers have stepped forward when they were furloughed. Some volunteers were continuing to work in their day job and still provide the support when they could. And then we had other volunteers who were just at home and wanted to help in any way they could. They've been absolutely fantastic.
In Bury, we have thousands of people volunteering. Some of them do it informally and don't recognize it as volunteering, whereas others do formal volunteering. And in the formal bit, we can say that there are over 8,000 people volunteering all the time, regularly, providing huge help to the local community.
Trust House would be non-existent without volunteers. We really couldn't run it without their commitment, without their dedication, without their heart for the people in the community.
This stage of my life is what I was meant to do. It just builds me up, gives me a purpose. But being here, supposedly helping people, is such a big help to me. I didn't know that that was going to happen when I first came. I thought I'll just be helping out, but it helps me out so much.
Even though I had a disability, I've got a disability and an illness, and I probably should have been self-isolating myself, I just knew that I had to do something, even if it was only a morning or 2 mornings a week. Just asking, did they want any help and what could we do to help? So it was just throwing in yourself because you knew there were going to be people in the community that needed what was being offered.
Over the past year, volunteers in their thousands have been helping across our communities up and down our borough. Your contribution, the work you've done, has been incredible, and we owe you a huge debt of gratitude. I hope that in the future we will keep this spirit alive of community togetherness, working together in our community hubs to try and reach as many different people as possible. And so again, on behalf of everybody, to our volunteers, let me just say a big thank you.